Okay, out for a morning walk in the neighborhood, and I got another video for you guys. A little bit different of a opener today. Today I'm going to show you how I shot this and how I shot that and what camera and lens setup I used. And little spoiler, it's not my usual focal length. So we'll get into it. Let's start the video. Okay, so here we are back in the office slash studio slash place where I edit photos. And like I said to you, this is a different thing for me because normally when I go out and I shoot street, I shoot either the Leica Q series or like a Leica M10, like a M10 with a 35 or maybe even a 50, but I usually never extend past 50 millimeters on the street. It's just my preference. I'm primarily like a 28-35 shooter. So I went out to one of my favorite spots to photograph interesting people and oddities, if you will. Seaside Heights, New Jersey, up on the boardwalk. And with me, I took the Sony A7IV and the Sigma 85 millimeter art DGDN. This 85 here is fantastic. It's very, very sharp. It's very compact for an 85. You have all your usual buttons and switches here. You have an aperture ring on the top. It can be clicked or declicked for video functionality. It can be locked. And again, I took the A7IV, which is an extremely fast Sony camera as far as tracking and everything else. But somebody that shoots 35 or 28 and going all the way to 50 was like a big jump for me. I found it very challenging. More so with the timing of things. I use 85 all the time in my professional work when I shoot weddings and portrait work. I always use 85. I love 85. But for the street, it was just very different for me. And I feel like it almost forces you to shoot wide open too. And primarily when I shoot street, I'm usually stopped down to like f8, f11. Every once in a while, I'll throw in like, a bokeh shot. But I feel like the 85 with the telephoto, it almost begs for you to single out your subject and isolate them, even at a distance. So for me, like a lot of the shots that you're gonna see throughout this series is, oh, and warning, it's very pick heavy. All my YouTube videos are very pick heavy. I apologize, but that's what you guys are here to see, right? Pictures. You don't want to hear me talk. But 85 to me was like, again, getting the timing down, and it was very conducive to isolating your subject. And when you isolate your subject, naturally you feel like you want to have a bokeh moment. That should be, I should phrase that, bokeh moment, hashtag bokeh moment. So I feel like that's what I did. It really doesn't lend itself well to environmental shots like a wide angle lens does. But I equated it to, and I don't even know if that's the right word, but I compared it to almost like shooting fish in a barrel. Now, I know that that's probably the wrong thing to say because no shot is really an easy shot. But I'm so used to 28 and 35 where you really have to engage with your subject. You have to be almost in their face if you want a portrait. I am not an in-your-face kind of shooter, but I do like to converse with people. I like to interact with my subjects and kind of get to know them when I'm shooting street portraits. And for environmental work, I love wide angle for allowing all the environment into the photograph. So 85 was a lot different for me because I wasn't really able to do that. I could take a portrait and I was far away. So for me, it seemed like it was almost too easy for me to grab these shots. And I don't say that to act like pompous or like, in any way. It was just different. I was like, oh my God, like I can get them right here. And it was like, I was pretty far away. There was no I didn't feel like I was in the thick of it. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like I was involved. I felt like I was a spectator. And I know that some people say with street photography, you should be a spectator of life and not really impress yourself upon the scene. But I like to be involved in the scene, and I almost felt very disconnected, if you will, from the scene. I was just like a casual observer from across the way with an 85, just kind of. And I almost felt like the other thing that I noticed too is that with the 85, I tend to shoot with the portrait orientation more so than, landscape. So I don't know if that was just something for me, but it seemed like I found myself forcing more of a portrait orientation than anything else. It could just be an observation that I made. But again, I don't know. This is new for me. I see a lot of shooters. I like their images, and a lot of what I see is telephoto, but I always end up shooting wide. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing from now on is I'm gonna actually dribble in dust a little telephoto, a little 85 action into my street photography portfolio, and just to see how you guys like that. What are your thoughts? Do you like 85? Do you like something larger? Do you like shooting wide? What is your preferred street photography focal length? As you can see, you'll see all these videos, they're not even videos. You'll see all these photographs that come up. If you like these photographs, if you like the way I colored them, I used 2 of my preset packs on this. They are for Lightroom. I used my Sin collection, which you can see up on the right side here. Is that the right side? Well, it's my right side. You can see the Sin collection, and I also used my Kodachrome V2, and those are the only 2 preset packs that I use throughout this series. So if you like those, head over to the website. Conversely, head over to my Instagram page and give me a like and a follow. Instagram has been very, very Instagram has been very, very difficult for photographers nowadays, and everybody is trying to come up with a new platform that's going to cater to photography. So for those of you that are photographers and are on Instagram, let's follow each other, let's support each other. So go over there, give me a like, give me a follow, check out some of my work, and I will definitely return the favor. I'm always interested in seeing new creatives and new photographers on there, because everything now is a TikTok moment, which is sad, because I am not a 14-year-old girl that likes TikTok. Moving on from that, if you like this new series of me shooting Sony cameras, predominantly I do shoot Leica, but if you like this new series, this new content of me shooting Sony cameras, head over to my YouTube page. Well, you're already on my YouTube page, but head over to one of my other videos. You can see here I shot the Sony A7IV in Newport, Rhode Island, using only a 35mm G Master. That video is up and running right now, and accompanying that is a blog post on my website as well if you want to see more high-res images from that series. But I think I've gone on long enough. Please check out the pics and let me know what you think. you.